The world is white. Earth, 20,000 years ago, is locked in the last glacial maximum. Ice sheets stretch for miles, grinding mountains to dust. The air is thin, dry, and bitterly cold. Winds howl, blizzards rage, and survival is a daily battle. Here, a small band of humans huddles together, wrapped in furs, their faces weathered by the relentless cold. They are our ancestors, hunters, scavengers, survivors, living on the edge of possibility. But one creature towers above them all, the woolly mammoth. A behemoth of fur and tusk, its presence dominates the landscape. For Ice Age people, the mammoth is everything. Food, shelter, tools, and a symbol of their world. The destinies of humans and mammoths are intertwined, locked in a dramatic relationship. The echoes of their conflict still resonate, a deep chord in the story of life on Earth. To live in the Ice Age was to battle the cold every day. Our ancestors survived not by strength, but by ingenuity. They built shelters from mammoth bones and hides, creating sanctuaries against the endless winter. Fire was their lifeline, providing warmth, safety, and a way to cook food. Clothing from animal hides, expertly stitched, kept the deadly cold at bay. Their tools, flint, bone, and wood, were shaped by knowledge passed down through generations. In this frozen world, survival was a triumph of mind over environment. The woolly mammoth was the monarch of the Ice Age. Standing over 3 meters tall and weighing 6 tons, it was a moving mountain. Its shaggy hair and thick fat insulated it from the savage cold. Enormous curving tusks, sometimes over 4 meters long, were both weapons and tools, used to sweep snow and break ice. Mammoths lived in complex family groups, led by a wise matriarch who guided the herd across the tundra. Their bonds were strong, their communication rich and varied. The herds migrated with the seasons, following the grasslands that stretched from Spain to Canada. Bulls often roamed alone, joining the herds only to mate. To witness a herd of mammoths moving across the plains was to see the Ice Age in motion. They were perfectly adapted giants, rulers of a frozen kingdom. For Ice Age people, the mammoth was the cornerstone of survival. A single hunt could feed a group for weeks, providing vital protein and fat. Every part of the animal was used: hide for clothing and shelter, bones for tools and homes, tusks for art and weapons. The mammoth was a walking hardware store, its remains shaping daily life. But hunting a mammoth was perilous, an act of courage and desperation. Facing a 6-ton beast with stone-tipped spears was a deadly gamble. The relationship was steeped in fear, respect, and necessity. The mammoth was both life-giver and potential life-taker, revered and feared. This duality is reflected in Ice Age art and ritual, where the mammoth is both a symbol and a spirit. The hunt was not just survival, it was a sacred drama that defined their world. Hunting a mammoth required the entire community and the blessing of the spirits. Scouts tracked herds for days, seeking a weak or isolated animal. Once a target was chosen, spiritual preparations began. In the firelight, shamans led rituals, painting hunts on cave walls, chanting for success. Hunters sharpened their weapons, families watched with hope and dread. The stakes were immense. Success meant survival, failure meant hunger and loss. On the eve of the hunt, ceremonies bound the group together. Hunters painted their bodies, vowing to honor the mammoth spirit and use every part. They asked forgiveness, promising not to waste the sacrifice. This deep respect for their prey was central to their worldview. The hunt was a sacred act, a dance of life and death. All life was connected in the great cycle of taking and giving back. The hunt begins at dawn, breath steaming in the icy air. Hunters move silently, armed with flint-tipped spears and atlatls. Direct confrontation is suicide. Strategy is everything. They isolate their target, driving it toward a trap, ravine, bog, or cliff. Noise and fire create chaos, separating the chosen mammoth from the herd. The moment is perilous. A single mistake could mean disaster. Once trapped, the hunters close in, hurling spears at vulnerable spots. The mammoth thrashes, its tusks and trunk deadly weapons. The battle is chaotic and bloody, lasting hours. Slowly, the giant weakens and collapses. Silence falls. The exhausted hunters approach with caution and reverence. The hunt is over. They have won, but not without cost. Relief and gratitude mix with solemnity. A great life has been taken to secure their own. The work of butchering and preserving begins, but for a moment they savor survival. The cycle of life and death continues on the frozen plains. In this moment, humanity endures. A successful hunt transforms the camp, anxiety replaced by abundance. Butchering the mammoth is a communal effort. Nothing is wasted. Meat is dried or smoked, fat rendered for food and fuel, hides scraped for clothing and shelter. Every part has a purpose, sustaining the group through the harsh winter. Evenings bring storytelling around the fire. Elders pass down knowledge, myths and survival skills. Art flourishes. Ivory carvings, bone tools and cave paintings celebrate the mammoth and the hunt. These creations are more than decoration. They connect people to the spiritual world and to each other. Children learn their place in the cycle of life and death. Culture, family and survival are woven together in the mammoth's shadow. In this world, every day is a testament to human resilience and creativity. The Ice Age ends. Glaciers retreat and the world warms. Grasslands give way to forests and bogs. The mammoth's habitat shrinks. Mammoths, specialists of the cold steppe, struggle in the new environment. Their food disappears, migration routes vanish, and the world becomes treacherous. At the same time, human hunting intensifies. Technology and population grow. The balance tips. Climate change and predation push mammoths toward extinction. Herds dwindle, becoming isolated in the far north. The last mainland mammoths vanish around 10,000 years ago. A tiny group survives on Wrangel Island for a few thousand years more. With their passing, the epic of the Ice Age comes to a close. The world is forever changed. The mammoth's era ends, but its legacy remains. The woolly mammoth is gone, but its legacy endures. Frozen remains offer a window into a lost world. Bones, hair, even blood preserved in permafrost. These discoveries connect us to the deep past and the cycles of change that shape life. The legacy of Ice Age hunters is written in our DNA and our ingenuity. Their tools, clothing and social bonds laid the foundation for human progress. The relationship between humans and mammoths defined prehistory, driving innovation, cooperation and culture. The mammoth was a provider, teacher and symbol. Its presence shaped our ancestors' bodies, minds and beliefs. Today, as we face our own environmental challenges, the story of the Ice Age is a lesson in resilience and adaptation. The echoes of mammoth herds and hunters' vows remind us of our deep connection to the planet. The journey from the Ice Age to now is a testament to survival, ingenuity, and hope.